everyone, I'm Ahana and welcome to my channel. Here I will talk about all things related to planners, productivity and organization, and I also love to create and share art. So if all of that interests you, please hit the subscribe button. Let's get into today's video. Today I'm going to talk about how I managed to stick with one planner for the entire year and how I used it effectively to maximize my productivity. I have already given an overview of what this planner looks like in my Inkbucket 2021 planner flip through, and I will link that video in the card up above or in the description below. But before I get into any of that, I just want to tell you all that I kind of established like this planner routine, and I have used this planner for both work and personal goals and tasks. So in that sense, like I obviously had to look at this planner every day because it also had my work tasks, and also I can't show you this planner because of course my work things are confidential in here. But I will take you through some of the spreads which are solely personal life based, and I'll just explain how I have used each of them. So if you want to see what the blank spreads actually look like, I'd suggest you refer to the video about the Inkbucket Planner flip through. So let's get into it. So first we have the calendar spread, and the calendar spread is basically I have laid it out in such a way that I can mark all of the days that I have taken a leave from work. Because I have a certain number of days that I can take a leave, and I just want to make sure I don't exceed it. And also if there are any leaves that expire by the end of the year, I don't want to waste them. So I want to take time out to relax and recharge and meet my friends and family. So I just wanted to ensure that I am doing all of that correctly. Moving on, there's this goodbye 2020 and hello 2021 page, and goodbye 2020 I basically listed out all of the highlights of last year, and for hello 2021 I did not do anything. I let it be because I just didn't want to jinx it and write things about it. The vision board is my favorite page. I went back to it often. That's why there's a page flag on it. This is beautiful. I just wanted to manifest everything on it. I don't want to jinx it. I manifested a lot, not everything, but it has been a pretty good year, I would, if I say so myself, in terms of like personal goals. There's a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I have managed to work towards it, even if I haven't managed to achieve it fully yet. So that's the vision board, and I would strongly suggest that even if you don't have a planner like this, even if you don't have a planner which has a vision board section, you should definitely have a vision board, like even if it's digital, even if it's on Pinterest. Actually, if you want to see how to make a Pinterest vision board or like a vision board wallpaper, then please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do like this very detailed tutorial of it, because I had this vision board for my desktop wallpaper and my phone wallpaper, and like 90% of it came true just because I kept looking at it and was reminded of all of my goals every single day, and that pushed me to work harder. So if you want something like that, please let me know. I will definitely make a video for you. Okay, let's get into the goals now. So I had these work goals, personal goals, health, financial, relationship goals, and some other goals, right? And I've made all of these in the beginning of the year. And what I basically did is I took each of these goals, broke them down into much smaller steps, and took each of the steps into the next page, which is basically about the monthly goals. And I split some steps from each of the versions of those goals into each of the months, so that at the end of the year I finally achieve a huge part of all of my goals without it having ever feel like a burden, right? So that is how I planned these two pages. In terms of top priority, I basically looked at all of the goals and analyzed what it is that needs to make it like into my system. So I don't know how many of you have read the book Atomic Habits, but over there it says that you don't rise to the level of your ambitions, you fall to the level of your systems, or something related to that. So I just feel it's very powerful to believe that you are what you do every day, right? So your habits are what makes you. Your goals and ambitions, they're just like they're there to give you direction, but your habits and the systems that your habits are like falling into is what actually makes you who you are. And if the daily things are not in place, then the big picture things will never be in place, right? So I have learned to focus on the daily things because there's also like a very small area of focus, right? So if I'm saying that I want to lead a healthy lifestyle, it actually starts with me working out every day. So that's what I focus on. And if I'm like looking at, oh my god, I have to lose 20 kgs in a year, that's never going to happen because it seems like such a huge goal. But like exercise 30 minutes every day, that's okay. 30 minutes every day I can do it. Right, so that's my thinking, that's my thought process. Basically, that's how I set all of my goals. Like, even if, say, I want to say learn digital marketing this year, or do one digital marketing project this year, then for me it's like, okay, for January I'm going to learn SEO, next month I'm going to learn AdWords. It's like that. And learning is like learning by doing. Tried on my own website how it looks, what can I do. Like last year, like I learned how to host and publish and things like that, so by doing it on my own website, right? So all of things like that, that is what I want to continue to do, because I love learning and I just need a structure to learn. That's why I really enjoyed school and college. Unpopular opinion, I know, but yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to keep focusing on. Things like financial goals. So I want to start investing, and I did. And I wanted to have like some no buy categories, and it took a lot out of me, but I did stick to some no buy categories for some months. So I had like made these rules for myself, so that helped a lot. And in terms of like relationships with my friends and families, and I kind of wanted to put more thought into the things that I give them instead of just buying stuff. And so I keep like making things for them, I keep making art for them. So things like that, like all of these things which I'm actually focusing on how I make people feel and how other people and things make me feel, more than the monetary or the material value that I get. So that's kind of what I have exclusively focused on this year. And like that's how I've laid out all of my plans. The year at a glance page, I did not use it all. I have seen a few people use it as like a mood tracker, but I kind of thought it was very pointless to be in a week at anywhere in the year and then come back all the way to this first page just to fit in the mood for the day. Like it does not seem very logical or accessible, and I don't know how to use this page, so I just let it be blank. Next, birthdays and anniversaries, like I filled it in, but I kind of remember a lot of dates, so none of these dates were days that I would normally forget. So for me personally, this page is kind of pointless. Next we had this notes page where I again stuck it to my friends and family. Just did not want to waste any picture that I had, so that's it. For the monthly layout, I was initially just writing down each of the meetings that I had that month, but I have weekly meetings now, so it kind of seemed pointless to continue on with that. Like, I know every Tuesday I have a meeting at 7 o'clock, so it does not make sense to like put that in my calendar every single day, but I put it in the daily version so that I know that I don't have to I should not schedule anything else at that time, or if I have to prepare something else for that meeting, I will schedule it like right before it. So that's how my daily planning goes. But anyway, coming back to monthly, the intentions and agendas part, I used extensively. I had properly set my mind to do XYZ thing, then I wrote it down, fully believing that I can do XYZ things. Obviously it did not happen every month, it will not, but the thing that I tried to do it just brought me that little 10-12% closer to it actually happening. So I think that is a progress, at least in the right direction, so I'm happy about that. New things to try, I kind of try to do like 30-day challenges every month for a little. So one month was like no sugar, which failed miserably by the way. Next month was like 30 days of exercise, which worked out perfectly. That was good. Then reading for 30 minutes, or 30 days of like 5-minute meditation every day, something like that. So I put like small 30-day challenges for each month, and that was my new thing to try. I also did journaling from July I started, so I'm still doing it, and that's going pretty well. So I really enjoyed that. So if there is something that I started in a month and I enjoyed it, I carry it over to the next month, but obviously that's not a new thing to try, it's just within my intentions then. Then the to-do list, I divided into work to-do list and personal to-do list. So the personal to-do list are like life goals and things to do with like I have to read this book this month, or I have to complete this course. So these are like my personal goals, and my work goals are whatever me and my manager decide that this month I'm going to be doing XYZ things. So I anyway already have like a fair idea, so I just put those in, that these are my big things that I have to complete this month. My priorities are also from within my to-dos only. I picked 3. One is personal to work related, because my personal things are actually all like a lot of club together. So my priorities like complete courses. The to-dos will probably have like 3 courses that I want to do that month. So it's like that. It's club. So that's how I organize this part. Then we have the I'm looking forward to section. So I'm looking forward to is basically there are I look at it as these are my to-dos, and if I complete them, how will I feel? So if my to-dos are 30 days of consistent exercise, I'm looking forward to seeing being consistent in my fitness journey, something like that. So it's just like a continuation of that. It's not like another new thing. If there is a trip, then I write my like vacation trip, whatever, some holiday upcoming, or if it's like my birthday month, then I write that I'm looking forward to that. Other than that, it's mostly something to do with the to-do list as well. Expenses, bills I just write. So I'm living at home and I work from home currently, so I don't really have like rent or anything to pay. So my bills I put in my credit card bills and my phone bills and things like that. So I just list down all of the bills, and these bills come at a particular date. They're always on the same date every month, right? So I just put in when they have to be paid by and the amount next to each, and I actually have like an expected amount and an actual amount, and then I analyze my budget according to it. And important dates I kind of write down the birthdays, but sometimes I also write down if there is like I have to go to the bank on some day, or I have to order something like a gift for a friend or something, so I write down that in the important dates. Then the habit tracker. So the habit tracker was actually working out really well for me in the beginning of the year, but not so much toward the end. What happened is it was in the first page, like at the beginning of the month, right? So, and I kind of don't like to keep coming back to this page, because I only come back to this page when I'm filling the weekly goals page again at the beginning of every week. So this is not a page that I see daily, and in the beginning I was enjoying the habit tracking thing for like being able to see 30 days in a row and everything, but that did not work for me towards the end, because it kind of felt like, I know it's a very small thing, but it felt like a hassle to keep coming back every day to this one page where nothing else is relevant to me on a daily basis. Next, we have the daily planning section. The daily planning, I basically do it as like bullet points, and whenever there is a meeting or an event or something, I just add a time beside it. Other than that, if there's like a priority or something, I'll use one of the stickers and like put it there, just so that it's front and center that this is the thing that I have to do first, and makes it a little less what do I say, dreary, that this thing is approaching. But yeah, that's how I do it. In the weekly reflections part, the journal prompts things were like really interesting, and I liked how you could like collect the highlights of each week and finally put it into your monthly achievements part in your monthly reflections. That was pretty cool. I like doing that. I really like the gratitude section of every week. The weekly expenses part I felt were a little limiting, like the width wasn't much. So if you just like even wrote down Amazon, then you could not write what you bought and how much it was for. There was not enough space for that. So I don't think the weekly expenses section is wide enough to actually record all of your weekly expenses. It's okay, it's decent, it's not a lot. Then you have, for the weekly planning for the next week, you have work goals and personal goals. And I personally like this division, but the work goals rectangle is slightly bigger than the personal goals one, and I would love it if they were equal. The meal plan, I kind of was like listing the junk food that I had each day first, and then I changed it to my Instagram posting schedule. So it's like I definitely can't use it for meal plan. It's just this, it's a very small amount of space, and it will not fit all of my meals. It will not even fit all of the things that I have in one meal. So yeah, that's not what I used it for. Calls and emails, yeah, it was like mostly for doctor's appointments, or like if I have to call my driving school and things like that, and like stuff that I need to order, I put those on the list. Same like shopping list, I kind of mixed the two up. So that wasn't really a dedicated section or anything. The weekly affirmation, I kind of doodled a little here. So I took like a quote of the week and I brush lettered it because I was just having fun with it. So that's how I use this page. I put stickers wherever I could find, because I just thought that it's a really fun way of making your planner more interactive, and you actually wanted to get back to it. So I really like that. Other than all of these things, the notes pages I used for like vacation planning. So if there's a vacation that I'm going on. I list down all the places that I want to see there, when am I leaving, what are my flight timings, what hotels am I staying at, and all of that information. I put it down there. The monthly review section was also like, I was doing it every month, but it kind of felt repetitive after the weekly review. So somewhere down like around August, September, I kind of stopped doing the weekly reviews and I directly just did the monthly reviews, because the format of it, like what are the prompts they gave, were pretty similar. So I just did that. I really love the monthly dividers though, and I kind of feel like after I'm done with this year, I'm going to take them out and put them up as posters, because the designs are beautiful. So I managed to stick with this planner for the whole year because, first of all, it has a lot of space and enough space to write down like literally everything. You can make random lists. There are a lot of notes pages. I have made a list for like books to read and movies to watch and things to buy, like a small wish list kind of a thing. The stickers are amazing. They are suited for whatever occasion that you want, and you can also, like, you can really be decorative, as creative as you want with it. I love that about it. This is also that kind of a planner where, you know, you can absolutely make it your own. And I have done a comparison video of the 2022 one versus the 2022 version, and that is linked up in the cards above and also in the description below. And I would love it if you check it out and let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the changes that she's made, and would you buy Inkbucket Planner after like going through my review. Do you, or like, what is your favorite planner? What do you like about it? What do you not like about this one? Let me know. I would love to have this discussion with you. And until next time, bye.